What's up guys, hope you're good, and I wanted to do this new quick tutorial and demo vid on my older style. So the Garuda, Ashley Wallbridge, Gareth Emery, Arrival, Zorro kind of style, and just show you how I went about it and created those cool catchy melodies, and it's really simple. So I wanted to show you. Okay, so first of all we set the template ready because we want to be quick. If you've got an idea, you want to have access to samples of things really quickly. So straight away on the project file, I've got some kicks, some snares. You want that ready straight away. A quick loop, some claps, some other snares, some effects, some downlifters. You want all this ready straight away. So when we do it and we're in the flow, we can quickly action that. All right. Okay, so the first thing what we want to do is I've got this at 135. I've got a cool little pluck. You need a pluck to do, any kind of pluck with a short release, a short sustain, a really cool attack. Now, how these melodies work, there's a call and response. There's like an underlining rhythm, like a doom, 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 doom. And then there's a melody on the top responding and talking to the underlining rhythm. So let's do like a really quick one. Let's put a quick, easy rhythm. So we've got the doom, 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 doom. Let's chord this. Okay, so we've got the chord. Now, let's mute the top note because we're going to use this as the melody. Okay, so we've got, let's make this a bit bigger. Let's go out here. Now, before we can do anything, we need to know how the movement is going. If it's going to go doom, 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 whatever. But let's just do a mega simple one. Let's go. Okay, really simple. Now what we want to do is get a melody on the top, like do 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 do. So let's go with let's just start throwing some notes about. Okay, so doon doon. Let's do 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 doon. Yeah, pretty simple. Now what we want to do is to get that effect of the melody on the top, we need to chord it. So do can't put a chord there. Okay, pretty cool. And now let's start to beef it up a little bit by adding some of these notes back in. Yeah, I've added that note in there because it just gives it a little bit of a swing into this one. So let's do that with here. Pretty cool. Now let's do this again, copy this over, but it can't just stay the same like throughout the whole track because it'll start to get boring. So what we want to do is the same again, but just tweak a few notes. So let's pull this one in. Let's go, let's start taking this. So keep it in the chord, but let's just go higher. So let's get this one. That doesn't work. Do, do, do. And then to get that cool effect to roll into the next chord, see where it starts. So it starts here, and we want to go down into it or up into it. So we can go here and here. So we can go here and here. Do, do. Let's take away that one. There we go. Sweet. Oh, pulling stuff in. Okay, so we've got that to start off with. There we go. Okay. So let's loop that out. Let's get our kick and claps. And then we need to push that right up now. Give it some more, give it a good pair of bollocks. There you go. We're going to add some side chain, soft side chain. Like I use Kickstart, it's just really easy. Okay, so that's just one synth. Now what we want to do is the bass line. So the bass line always follows. I've got like loads of bass lines here. I'm just going to, let's choose this one. I don't even know what this one is, but it follows the chords at the bottom. So we can get rid of all this. And this is way too high. And that's going to be the same. Let's solo this. Now that starts to go a bit too low there, so let's take these one octave higher. Oh, I'm going to tell you what we have done. I've transposed this by 4, so usually I should have done that at the start. So this is just on a random project file. So when you do your chords and you feel, okay, these are cool, but they're, a bit low, then I just push them up or down in transposition. See, that one feels nice. 7 plus 7. So let's go 7 here. Let's give that some more. Okay, so let's start adding some more bass lines in there. Like these could be, you know, these are just random bass lines I've just chosen, but oh, again, +7. That's way too low. Let's give that a bit more. There we go. Now let's do another bass line. Again, transposition, sorry. Let's take that down. And let's give it a sub. Again, transposition. No, I don't want a sub on a kick drum. So that's it. There we go. And that's basically it for that single part. Like, get your chords in, get a few bass lines in, get your kick and your snare in. And that'll be, you know, that'll be it for the idea. Obviously, that's just one sound. Like, we're going to lay that up crazy. Here's another one. This is, let's go on 7. This is one of the ones what. Okay, let's go slap some white noise and crash on this. Let's go put a loop on there. So we've kind of got this bit done. We can, you know, loop this out, and you know, we've got the full section done. Now you can play around this in the breakdown by, you know, just taking the chords and putting them onto like pads, for instance. Let's just go. This is just a normal pad, a string, sorry. So what we could do is join all these up. We can get rid of them. There we go. So these are the chords. Let's make them a little bit less. Simple, but then we can make them more exciting the second time by using the same chords, but just make them a bit more cool. Okay, so you can start off with something like that. So we could have these, and then we could have these chords coming in over the top. So let's just pull them in here. Let's turn this down a little bit. Oh, let's create a new channel strip, because these are side chained and they've got full cut off. So let's try that. You know, so you can play around like that, or to get like a really cool impact on the drop, it's always good to simplify things before it. So if we just did this all the way through, it'd be cool, but it wouldn't be really, you know, that mega on the drop, because you've already heard all this before. So what I always do is I'll play all this. So let's just say we've done all this a few times, and now we're going to a build up. I will take the chords and I will take them back to the root key. So let's just say we're doing a build up now, and we want to go dum 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 dum. Do you know what I mean? So let's get rid of this. Let's just copy this over. And then we can start to double time it. Let's go with this here. All I'm doing there is basically just doubling it. So that sounds a bit weird actually there. So let's try and take it normal. There you go. Let's try that. There you go. So that's basically it. You get your fundamental backbone of the track with a good rhythm, like doom 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 doom, and then you use the top notes, these notes, to create a melody to call and response with your bottom notes. And then when you've created the melody on the top, double the notes up. So let's just say, let's just do something, a bit crazy. Let's have a go at this. Do something else. So you could go. Do, do. Always works. Double these notes up to a chord which works, and happy days. I've always found like the A, G, F chords always work amazing in this style. Now, if you feel like, oh, that's just being too simple, simple is always best. And that's it. That's it. So hope you've digged this so far. And yeah, next part will be in a couple of days. Ciao.